America, the richest, most powerful nation in history.
But what if I told you it wasn't supposed to be this way? In fact, for over 100 years after its discovery, nobody even wanted North America. Europe thought the world ended here. The Vikings claimed they'd found some island far west, but no one realized it was an entire continent. Then came Christopher Columbus, the man who thought he was sailing to Asia. Spoiler alert, he didn't. He found the Caribbean, not the spices he wanted, but enough shiny gold to make Spain drool. Asia's great, Columbus said, but these people have gold, lots of it. The king and queen of Spain? They didn't need much convincing. Go back, they said, convert them all, and bring back that gold. While Spain was busy turning South America into a gold mine, Portugal made a deal. They'd take everything east of this line, and Spain could have everything west. The Portuguese sailed to Asia. Spain conquered everything from Mexico to Peru. North America? Too cold, too empty, no gold. They called it useless land. But then England showed up. Their first try, Roanoke, vanished without a trace. The second, Jamestown, barely survived. And then came the Pilgrims, who outlawed fun things like gambling and Christmas. But soon, more and more people came. By the 1700s, the East Coast was crawling with British colonies. The French took the middle. Time for war. The French and Indian War began. France had 60,000 settlers. Britain had over 1 million. Guess who won? Yeah. Britain now controlled almost everything. But war is expensive. Hey colonies, Britain said, remember that war we fought for you? Pay up. The colonies refused. You can't tax us if we don't even get to vote. That argument turned into muskets and revolution. July 4th, 1776, Independence Day. The United States of America was born, or more like started screaming, because 5 years of brutal war still followed. And when it was finally over, the new nation almost collapsed. 13 states, 13 mini countries. No unity until the Constitution came along and a man named George Washington. He became the first president. But the US was tiny. Everything west? Still Spanish land. Then across the ocean, Napoleon rose in France. He wanted to rebuild an empire in America. The US got nervous. Napoleon controlled Louisiana. So they asked to buy just New Orleans. Napoleon smirked. You know what? Take all of it. $15 million later, boom. America just doubled in size. Families moved west, chasing dreams and free land. Only problem? The land was already home to millions of native peoples. But America didn't care. Does anyone own this land? Of course not. Great, now it's mine. 1819. Florida joins the map. 1821. Mexico wins independence from Spain. But Texas? It soon declares its own independence, then joins the US in 1845. Mexico isn't happy. War breaks out. And when it ends, America takes half of Mexico's land. The US now stretched from the Atlantic to the Pacific, sea to shining sea, and they weren't done yet. Next up, Alaska. Bought from Russia for $7 million. At first people laughed, who'd pay for a frozen wasteland? Turns out, it was full of gold and oil. Then came Hawaii. At first the US said, no, we're not that kind of empire. But the Spanish-American War changed everything. Cuba rebelled against Spain. An American ship exploded. And suddenly, the US declared war. Within months, they crushed Spain and took Cuba, Puerto Rico, and the Philippines. The Spanish Empire was gone. The American Empire was born. The US built the Panama Canal, commanded the seas, and stepped onto the world stage as a superpower. Then came World War I, and America wasn't just part of the world anymore, it was the world. And that's how America, a land once ignored for centuries, accidentally became the richest, most powerful empire in human history. If you want me to make more cinematic history like this, subscribe and watch the next episode right here, where we explore how World War II turned America into a global empire for real.